Hi there, it's Kathy, and I'm here to talk to you today about a three-pillar decision framework I built, or how to stop being sold care and make decisions that actually hold up over time. So welcome to this navigational platform, and my mission, if not passion, is to help you understand what's really going on. So as you look through and read through this series that introduces my navigational platform, it'll give you helpful, accurate, and unbiased information. In my career, I guided people through thousands of elder care decisions, and also families as well. I've written and published multiple books, spoken at various conferences and workshops. And most importantly, I've served as a family caregiver myself. Today, I run retreats for family caregivers and professionals on the front line. And I am building systems and models that work to help you. I know how the games are played, and I know how to play the games. We are in a time where the aging process, our own aging process, now collides with economic realities. Workforce shortages exist, and systems that were never ever designed for this level of complexity. Think about it. Do you believe that you're going to make a thoughtful, informed care decision when the time comes? Well, let me tell you, you won't. You'll be rushed, you'll be pressured, and you'll be moved through systems that are designed to prioritize speed, occupancy, and revenue. This is not your failure or failure of your loved one or any family's failure. It's just how the system operates. So this video is an introductory one to the three-part decision-making framework that really looks at the top three high-risk areas that I've distilled over more than 50 years. Health, finance, and housing. Look at them, get them right, you'll be good. My goal is to distill these decisions into a simple process to slow you down. Slow down the rush. Think through the options. Remember, if you are not given options, you are not being guided, you are being directed. If you don't understand what's going on, you won't realize you're being led and unrealistically believe you are actually choosing. So that's the bulk of the problem here, is you're not really making a decision. You're entering a pathway. So when a health event happens, such as a fall, a hospitalization, significant cognitive decline, you're pulled into what feels like a decision point. But most of the time it isn't. It's a default pathway. Think about it. Hospital discharge teams, they're designed to move quickly. Referral partners, people who present only one path, one option, which is usually their own. Communities that sell availability as a solution, and services that are framed as complete answers when they are not. All of it sounds helpful. Some of it is, but much of it is financially driven. If you don't understand how the money flows, you won't understand why decisions you make unfold the way they do. Let me repeat this is critical. If you do not understand how the money flows, you won't get it. You won't get why your decisions unfold the way they do. So, this video series, my overall platform here on YouTube, is how to shift from being sold to thinking clearly. Understand what you're choosing. See that every major decision, whether you realize it or not, does come down to these three realities that I have on the grid, the image up here. Health, finance, housing. So let's break it down and take a look at each. A brief look. First, reality is health, or what is actually happening. This is your foundation. If this area is misunderstood, everything built on it will fail. I've seen it over and over again. I can give you thousands of examples. Ask can anyone that's been on the journey that I've been on, both professionally and personally. Most families, most of us make decisions based on hope. Maybe it's not that bad. Fear. We have to do something now. Or outdated or inaccurate information. And this is given by people who want your money but don't have the experience to guide you. What actually matters here is clinical or medical and functional. How well you can care for yourself and your environment, these realities. So ask, what diagnoses here are real? Don't go by the medical record. A lot of it is old, outdated, and not updated. What are real, not assumed? What is stable? What is changing? What is reversible? What is progressive? What level of care is actually required and not just imagined? And the most important, this one is key, trajectory. What is likely to happen 3 months down the road, 6 months, 12? No one can accurately predict, but we can pretty much know what will trigger another crisis. And here is where most families get it wrong. They plan for today and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on rushed and faulty advice and not look at what's coming just down the road. So here is your anchor truth when it comes to health. If you misread the health reality, every decision built on it will fail. The second area is finance and what can actually be sustained. Here is where most care plans or plans collapse, quietly or sometimes not so quietly. Not at the beginning, but months later when the money runs out. Most advice is given to plan only for entry costs. Get them on board, get them in the system. Not for trajectory costs such as increased care hours, higher supervision needs, what happens after a hospitalization, and why so many add-on services that were never ever explained clearly. What really matters here is your monthly income versus your monthly burn rate or expenses. How fast are assets being depleted? What happens when care needs suddenly double? And they do. And here's another hard truth. There's no scenario where higher care needs stay financially stable over time. So here's your anchor truth around finance. Most care plans don't fail at the start. They fail when the money runs out. The third reality is housing, where life actually unfolds, where I live. This is one of the most misunderstood and disruptive areas. People think when you make a choice here, you think you are choosing a place. It's not about a place. It's choosing a set of limits about types and level of care, because at this point, you really are looking at care and support needs rather than just the environment. So ask, what staff are available? What happens when care needs increase? What triggers a move or a discharge if in a facility? Realize that any and every setting can work for a window of time. The real risk is not moving into a facility or staying at home. It's outgrowing the setting without any kind of preparation or plan. So your anchor truth here is it's not where you start. It's whether you can stay. I cannot emphasize this one enough. Where decisions break is when you look at these three areas as separate events or separate risk or separate realities. They have to be looked at together because they won't fail just in the moment, but it will when the next trigger hits, when health declines. When health declines lead to care increases. Care increases accelerate cost. Cost hit financial limits. Then housing changes are not so optional anymore. Stability breaks, and the cycle restarts. Now this is the truth that most people don't see coming. A decision in one area quietly destabilizes the other. So, take all 3 of them together, and there are 3 videos that break down each area that are in this Read Me First series.